So do you talk to Katie?
Yes, of course. I mean, she was very hurt, so we're just thinking...
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I gotta ask you something. What is wrong with you? First Bridget, now Katie. It's your family. They trust you. They count on you. And they believe in you more than anyone else in the world. But you just take whatever you want whenever you want it. Don't you?
Katie? Hello, Katie. Hey. Why so glum? You've got the cutest little baby right here in the world. Oh. Seems like frowning would be impossible.
Well, Bill just left.
Oh, he does seem to have a way to suck the happiness out of a room.
Actually, it was nice. It was. I guess, I don't know, it's just this time of year.
Papa.
You wanna come see Mama? Oh, hello. You know, I just never thought that this is what my life would be like, you know? We split Christmas, and he spent time with Bill, and then he spent time with me, and this is just not the way it should be. Two homes, living separate lives. I just can't believe it's come to this.
Leave with me.
She's not.
Oh, now look who's speaking for Hope. We come home. We get married. We put all of this behind us. Steffi, Quinn's, no, none of it matters, Hope, because we know how we feel.
She certainly does. You've proven yourself.
Can you just shut up, please? Just once. Shut up. Let's go home.
Do you have any idea how hard it is for me to see you with Steffi?
On her wedding day, of all days.
You know what, Wyatt? What you don't know, what I just shared with Hope, is that Steffi had some very important, very relevant news that she had to give to me. And had Hope walked through those doors, Steffi would have shared that news with Hope, given her a big hug, and wished us a happy wedding.
Oh, I don't know. It sounds a little fishy to me.
Maybe it's because your mom orchestrated the whole thing. Hope, when are we going to stop letting other people interfere in our lives? My dad, for so long, and now Quinn, they don't know what we know. That I belong to you, and you to me, forever.
Wind it down. Time to wind it down. So you're feeling a bit of the holiday blues. I mean, you tell me if it were more, right?
Yeah, of course I would. It's just, you know, I have to adjust my expectations for what this holiday season was going to be for my family. It's just not possible anymore. And it's hard feeling isolated at the holidays.
Katie, why didn't you tell me? I mean, I could have stayed longer.
No, it's not you. I mean, it was fine. Dad called and Brooke even came by.
Any inroads?
There's this little voice in my head that keeps saying, forgive her. And I want to. You know, Brooke causes pain to so many people, and then she sheds a tear and everyone says, oh, it's okay, and maybe it is. You know, everyone just moves on and you forget how horrible you felt and you try to feel good again. I just really want to feel good again.
I just thought, you know, Broken Ridge, we just start over and just pick it up right where we left it.
Yeah. Well, I make terrible choices when you're not around. But you're here now, so...
But put our family back together and bring RJ home.
You left me, remember? I'd never seen you so angry.
And I don't blame you for wanting to move on. I really don't, but Bill, really? He's got a family, he's got a kid. How do you justify any of that?
You wouldn't understand.
And make me understand. Please.
We're not running it unless you double check your facts. It can wait for the next issue. Well, we're not doing things the way Mr. Spencer used to do them anymore. All right, thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you for taking him down. Did he settle in okay?
Yeah, he's an old pro at daycare.
Oh, just what every mother wants to hear.
I'm sorry. I just meant, he's a happy kid. That's all.
Despite his parents' best efforts.
Katie.
No, don't listen to me. Really, I sound miserable, but I'm not.
You know what? It's New Year's Eve. Why don't we go out tonight and party it up? Come on, like old times.
Oh, that sounds like fun, but I can't.
Really?
Nah, I have so much work to do, and I'm gonna spend some time with my son, just the two of us.
Well, you could invite Bill over. Or Brooke. Something tells me her resolution this year involves you.
Bill and I are no longer involved.
Oh, well, that's good. That's really good. But how do you get involved with Bill in the first place? How do you get involved with your sister's husband?
I didn't want to. But Katie wanted us to be
I
together.
don't know what that means.
She had postpartum depression, and we didn't know it. But when we found out, we got her some help. In the meantime, she just kept screaming and yelling at Bill and acting irrationally. So I would come over and I would help out with Will. I wasn't there for Bill. I really was there to help Katie. So one day she takes off and she goes somewhere. We didn't know where. We went to try to find her. She led us to Aspen. She wasn't there. She tricked us. She wanted us to develop some kind of relationship and end up being the parents to Will.
She was sick.
She thought she was dying. It was a very confusing time. Your mom,
Don't.
Bill, was there to comfort me. We didn't want to act on our feelings. We weren't going to. But one day, Katie came home and she took off her ring and she threw it at Bill and she said she wanted a divorce. And then that was it. That was the end. She told us to be together.
So you,
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what this news was, but there is this new invention called the telephone. You ever
Yeah,
heard
and I'm sure your mom convinced Steffi it was better said in person, since, she's the one who got her back to LA and brought her to the cabin.
And left the note asking me to go see you there.
Well, I don't know anything about that. And I wouldn't be entirely surprised, a bit extreme, maybe. But how you ended up walking in on them doesn't change what you walked in on. It's that same familiar connection that you said repeatedly that you didn't want to put up with.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? You didn't walk in. You left before you knew what was going on. And I know Steffi is a source of pain for you, and that's why you had to go in that moment. I get that. But we can put this behind us. We can get married. We can get married here or back home. It doesn't matter to me. I just don't want to do this anymore. Do you?
What will marriage solve?
Well, your crazy mom meddling, for one thing.
Oh, come on, meddling parents? That isn't the problem. That isn't what kept you apart. Look, saying I do will not make his connection to Steffi go away. If my mom did set this up or not, I don't know. But if she did, you should be thanking her. Because this is a good reminder. With Liam comes Steffi. Even on your wedding day, even from halfway across the world, their connection will always be a problem for you. You deserve to be free of that ugly feeling that you get every time that he says her name.
Okay. Wyatt, could I have a minute with Liam?
Maybe I need to forgive Brooke. I don't know anything anymore. This isn't me. This isn't who I am. I am so confused. And I'm just trying to do the best that I can. I'm trying to run this company and raise my son. But I'm angry. I'm angry at Bill. I'm angry at Brooke. I'm angry at myself. And I hate feeling this way. I hate it. I'm lost. And I'm just looking for someone to tell me that it's okay, but that person has always been Brooke. She was the one who was always there for reassurance. And so now what? Now who do I turn to? Bill? I've got a son who connects me to a man that I don't even know anymore and who doesn't care about me. And maybe he never did. I don't know. I just always thought that he would be the one to stand up for me and that he would always be true to me and our son. And I don't know, does a man like that even exist?
So you and Bill get together because your sister told you to?
And because of Katie's depression and taking care of Will and Stephanie's dying and your absence, all of it. I got to know Bill. I got to understand him, and he convinced me that we could make it work.
At what point did Bill decide that his family didn't matter? At what point did you guys decide that any of this was okay, despite what Katie said? She waited so long to find someone. Her own guy, you know? Just for her, and you had to take him too. Are you in love with him?
I want him to be with Katie. And I think if he's half the man that I believe he is, he's going to go back to her and he's going to rebuild a life with her.
I can't do this.
Ridge.
I don't know where to put any of this. I'm sorry. I'll see you.
Plane's waiting. We could leave right away. Or we could stay, get married in paradise.
No, Liam. I'm sorry that I took off. I am. I should not have left like that, I know. And I know that I promised not to overreact when I see you with Steffi, but my instinct is to run. And I hate that. And I'm really realizing that I'm not okay with you being near Steffi. Ever. And I don't want to live like that. And I feel like I'm putting all this pressure on you, and that's not fair. It's not fair to either of us.
You're right, that's a problem. But it's a problem we can work on together.
It's just... Steffi had this great news, and she came to you on our wedding day. And you allowed it.
Steffi didn't want to interrupt our wedding day. That was Quinn's plan. I don't really know what else I could have done.
Yeah, but it all goes back to you even letting her in the cabin in the first place. It would have been so easy for you to say, oh, hi, Steffi, you have news, that's great. Let me go get Hope and you can tell us together. Or, well, I'm sorry, but I'm getting married this morning and I just feel like it should wait until after the ceremony.
Do you love me?
Yes.
Okay. So we haven't failed. We've been attacked, we've been challenged, but we haven't failed yet. Which means we can still do this. I'm about to leave either way. I have to go. But you should come with me.
Yep. Yeah, sure, send him in.
Katie.
Hi, Ridge. You're back. Welcome back.
Thanks. You made a few improvements since last time I was here?
Oh, yes. I've made some changes. I added the pack and play, and I got rid of all those obnoxious photos of Bill.
That was a very nice touch, but it's not what I meant. I meant the CEO behind the desk.
Thank you. I heard that you were back. Do we have business to discuss? I'm assuming you saw the coverage on the Hope for the Future
No,
Diamond?
that was a great article, but that's not why I'm here. Just wanted to check in on you, see how you're holding up.
I'm good. I'm fine. I'm running the company, and I'm taking care of my son, and of course there are never enough hours in the day, so...
Your sister took your husband away. Father of your son. So let me ask you again. How are you holding up?